In 1974, music history was made when Rufus and Chaka Khan released the single, Tell Me Something Good. Cue the music.
Tell me something good.
We are turning to the students and staff of Fort Gibson to share something good with Tiger Nation.
Probably on my birthday whenever we went on a vacation to a water park.
Something good that happened to me was moving to Fort Gibson for a fresh start when I was in 6th grade.
Something good that's happened to me in the last week was we beat Hodo, and after the Hodo game I went to it was the 5th quarter, and I got to hang out with a whole bunch of my friends and just had a great time, and it was a blast.
Now that was certainly something good. See you next time.
Tell me something good.
Welcome back to TigerVision News. It's Friday, September 26th, and I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Payton.
Just a reminder, the FCA and Teens for Christ will be meeting in the old gym at lunch today. Everyone is welcome.
Now, if you'll please join us for a moment of silence.
Would you please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag? Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This broadcast is brought to you by Local Bank, the Steveson Family Fort Gibson Tag Agency, Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, 222 Injury Lawyers, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, New Direction Dental and Sleep Care, Zomac School of Music, Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center, G&H Outdoor Services, Armstrong Bank, Tiger's Den, Fort Gibson Family Eye Care, VIP Technologies, Pizza Inn, Michelle Mackey at Chenoweth and Cohen, Sticks Fort Quick Stop and Sticks Wheelie Wash, Ease Old Town Coffee and Eatery, Sticks 4 Mile Stop, Shannon Media, and Fort Gibson Church of Christ Youth.
Congratulations to our high school select choir as they set a new school record with 14 students making the Eastern District Honor Choir. Students making the Eastern District Junior High Choir are Lydia Bates, Embry Watson, and Maddox Ragsdale.
Making the Eastern District High School Choir is Liz Melton, Kaylee Moore, Chloe White, Ty Correa, Faith Watson, Gabby Wallace, Ethan Mosteller, Chance Berlin, Carson Tanksley, Daniel Orcutt, and Easton Wicks.
Seniors, if you would like to purchase an ad for the yearbook, they are on sale now. All ads must be purchased before Friday, October 31st. Please see Ms. Harrison or a yearbook staff member for questions or an order form.
Next week is homecoming. Make sure to show your school spirit and participate in the dress-up days.
Monday is Adam Sandler Day, and Tuesday is Dress Your Grade. So freshmen dress as babies, sophomores as teens, juniors as soccer moms, and seniors as senior citizens.
On Wednesday, make sure to wear your best wig for Wacky Wig Day. And on Thursday, come as a fashion disaster. As always, Friday is Spirit Day, so wear your school colors and support the Tigers.
Personally, I think this week has had perfect weather. What if we just skip the weather report so that it doesn't change?
I agree, but I don't think that's how it works. So let's go over to Aidan for our weather forecast.
Hello Tiger Nation, here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Today it'll be a little cloudy with a high of 83 degrees. Tonight it will get cooler with a low of 59 degrees. This weekend will be warm and sunny. On Saturday and Sunday, get ready for lots of sunshine. The high will be both 86 degrees on both days. It could be a little bit breezy for the next week. The warm weather will continue Monday and Tuesday. It will be mostly sunny with a small chance of rain on Monday. The high will be around 86 degrees. Wednesday and Thursday, the temps will get a little warmer. On Wednesday, the high is 86 degrees. And on Thursday, the highest temp of the week will be 87 degrees. It will be a sunny and warm day to end the homecoming week. As always, we'd like to thank News on 6 for this week's weather graphics, and now a word from one of our sponsors.
The Fort Gibson Education Foundation is a foundation that strives for student and education growth. We put forth every effort to assist our school to be the highest quality education system in the state. We offer our students the opportunity to build and grow in a healthy school environment. All donations given to the foundation are put directly back into the classroom for teachers and students, so we can give them as many opportunities as possible. The foundation, along with all of our students and teachers, thank you for your continued support. We are your Fort Gibson Education Foundation.
Coffee, the fuel that keeps a lot of us going. But when it comes to picking where to get the best cup of joe, opinions can be as strong as the brew itself.
Whether it's a quick coffee break or a stop on the way to school, coffee makes everything better.
From popular stops like Dunkin', 7 Brew, and Starbucks, to more local gyms like E's Old Town Coffee and Eatery, the debate over where to get the best coffee is boiling over.
So let's stir the pot and find out what Fort Gibson's favorite coffee is.
My favorite place to get coffee is 7 Brew.
My favorite place to get coffee is probably Queen City in Muskogee.
My favorite coffee place is probably 7 Brew.
I probably will say Starbucks, but I like a lot of places.
My favorite place to get coffee is probably 7 Brew.
Mine is 7 Brew also.
I would say my favorite place is 7 Brew.
My favorite place to get coffee is Lift, and it's good.
7 Brew is the best place to get coffee.
My favorite coffee place is Starbucks.
My favorite coffee place is 7 Brew.
My favorite place to get coffee is a place called Lift in Tahlequah.
Our favorite place is 7 Brew.
My favorite is E's Old Town Coffee and Eatery.
Mine's McDonald's.
In the end, it's not about price or brand. It's about the comfort the coffee brings.
Right, but I still want to put my vote in for McDonald's Mocha Frappes.
Shh. Anyways, I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Payton. Stay caffeinated
and stay tuned.
Good thing I drank my coffee this morning so I can have plenty of energy to talk about current events. In the Fort, tomorrow is the 17th annual Smokin' in the Fort Barbecue and Chili Cook-Off. The cook-off will take place in downtown Fort Gibson. In the state, after more than 2 decades as the head coach, Oklahoma State University has fired Coach Mike Gundy. The decision follows a disappointing 2024 season and a slow start to the current campaign, which included a home loss to Tulsa last weekend. Doug Meacham has been named the interim head coach. In the nation, new data indicates that the growth of U.S. manufacturing has slowed for the second consecutive month in September, with a record pileup of unsold goods at factories. In the world, the U.S. Secret Service announced on Tuesday, September 23, 2025, that it has dismantled a network of electronic devices in the New York City area. The investigation began earlier in the spring of 2025 after threats were made against senior U.S. government officials. The dismantling occurred ahead of the United Nations General Assembly meeting. We'll be right back after this.
We're watching FortGibsonTigers.tv.
A big change for the 2025 to 2026 school year in high schools across the state of Oklahoma has taken place, and the students at Fort Gibson High School are adjusting. Lawmakers passed a ban on students using cell phones during the school day. How do you feel about bell-to-bell no cell?
I didn't like it at first. I was kind of worried because I'm usually always on my phone in class, but now that we're actually having it, I think it's kind of a good idea to not be able to be on it in class, because I definitely get my work done more now because I'm not distracted. But I don't agree with that we can't use it at lunch or in the hallways. I think we should be able to have it when we're not actually doing stuff in class. But I think it's a good idea to not use it while we're working.
I say my opinion on the cell phone ban is that it could be a good thing, but also it could be a bad thing. I'm kind of in the middle of it. I wouldn't have the other opinion that some other people do here, but that's just me.
Well, it's good in some aspects, but in others it's not. Like for some people, like I have some like a little bit of health issues, so I text my mom and be like, hey, come pick me up, stuff like that, so I don't have to call the office. But in like focusing on schoolwork, it's really helped with that.
Personally, I don't like it very much, but I guess it has its perks in a way. I'm Cruz, reporting for TigerVision News.
People throughout history had to go to school all day without phones, just like we do now.
It may have been a little different, but close enough. On that note, it's time for On This Day in History.
On this day, in 1580, Sir Francis Drake completed his circumnavigation of the globe. He returned to Plymouth, England, aboard the Golden Hind, becoming the first English navigator to sail around the world.
On this day, in 1960, the first ever televised debate between U.S. presidential candidates took place in Chicago. The debate was between Vice President Richard Nixon and Senator John F. Kennedy.
On this day, in 1969, the popular sitcom The Brady Bunch premiered on ABC. The show, which became a pop culture phenomenon, featured a blended family of 6 children and their parents.
On this day in 1957, the musical film West Side Story premiered on Broadway. The play, a modern-day take on Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, became one of the most famous and beloved musicals of all time.
History has the ability to build empathy through studying the lives and struggles of others and studying the diversity of human experience. It helps us appreciate cultures, ideas, and traditions that are not our own.
On this day in 2025, as a Fort Gibson Tiger, remember that the past is our heritage, the present, our responsibility, and the future, a challenge.
And now it's time for the Tiger Sports Report.
Hey, welcome into the Tiger Sports Report. Coach London, Jason Wicks. Tigers football had a bye week last week, and now they're ready to set back in action tonight against the 1-2 Wagner Bulldogs at Wagner. We're going to Wagner, and our Tigers are 2-1 on the season.
Yeah, off to a really good start. Had a tough loss there against Berry Hill, but have bounced back really good against the Hornets, and so
got the rock still.
Got the rock, held onto the rock, and yeah, big game this week. First district game, rival with Wagner. We know how it's gone with Wagner, so it's going to be exciting.
It's going to be a good game. So if you have a chance, get out to Wagner tonight at 7 p.m. for the kickoff. Say something about a freshman?
Yeah, freshman last week beat Tulsa Edison, got a big win, and freshman off to a really good start this year, and a much improved ball team over the last couple of years. So that group is steadily improved as they've gone. So it's really fun to watch those guys.
Good deal. The cross-country teams are kicking it in gear as well. Last week they ran at Pryor, and the girls finished first place. Bailey Bowden was second, Addie Allred was 11th, Olivia Benson was at 15th, and Katie Everett crossed the line in 20th. The boys didn't disappoint either. They finished 6th place overall. Trenton Bell was in 18th, and Raiden Sharp was in 20th. So they'll be running tomorrow morning, early, bright and early, 8 a.m. at Owasso. So good luck to both of those teams. Those squads they've been running fast.
Yeah, and back to the prior meet, winning first as a team is not really easy at all, obviously. But the way it works in cross country, and you got to have a team, and you got to finish well, and so that's a huge accomplishment to finish first. And our boys finished in 6th, same thing. And if you're up early, like at 6 o'clock in the morning, driving around town, maybe hitting the donut shop like I do, you see these people running around with little miner hats on, if you will, with the flashlights on their head. That's our cross-country team out there working, and so it's really cool to see the work being paid off.
Awesome. Yeah, the donut shop. You see Tally and Ragsdale there.
There they are.
I'm sure they are. And last but not least, the Lady Tiger Fast Pitch team, they are finishing their season really strong. This is their last week. They went 5-2 last week, beating Locust Grove 2 times, Lincoln Christian, Berry Hill, and Skiatook. And this week they took down Wagner 12-2 and Bishop Kelly 9-1, both of those in run rule fashion. Yesterday they hosted the Shakota Lady Wildcats, which is a kind of a lot of district playoff potential.
A lot of riding on that.
Yeah.
The district championship's riding on it.
Right.
And with that comes hosting the playoffs. And, you know, our team's young. We've got a couple of upperclassmen, you know, a junior, a senior, 2 or 3, you know, not very many, but young overall. a good upperclassmen leadership, and they've grown all year and gotten on a roll, and now they put themselves in position to win the district. And so we're excited to see how that comes out. And I know Coach Walker and the whole coaching staff is excited about that team and the way they're playing.
So, so if we beat Shakota,
we're first.
Then
we're district champions. We'll be hosting next week.
Okay.
And the times and teams to be determined. And then that's the plan.
That's awesome.
That's the plan.
That's what we're going to do.
That's what we're going to do.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
So I think that's everything. We got 3 sports going on. Kind of getting the weather's making me think we're going to go to basketball and swim and wrestling, but we're going to hold off a little bit. We still have about 7 weeks of football.
There we go.
So good luck. Or more. Yes.
More.
7 more regular
Thank
season.
you. Yes.
Yeah.
More.
So good luck to those playing and running and doing all the things, and we will see you back here next week. We'll send it back to the desk.
Looking to upgrade your home or business? G&H Outdoor Services offers a full range of landscaping, pressure washing, and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to roof cleaning, we can handle it all. Call us today at 918-398-4253 for a free estimate and let us make your outdoor space perfect.
The transition from middle school to high school can be challenging for some students while others adjust pretty well. To find out how our News Tigers are adjusting, I asked a few freshmen about their first year here at Fort Gibson High School.
I feel like there's a lot more freedom and there's a lot more, clubs that you can join. You can be a lot more active than middle school.
There's so many more options on what you get to do. Like you can do so many different classes and activities that you wouldn't be able to do in middle school.
I feel like that there's a lot more people to make friends with because you'll find more people that have the same interests as you.
Yes, I'm loving my classes so far.
I absolutely love my classes so far. I got everything I wanted.
I really like my classes. I think my favorite class is Miss Deathridge's.
My plans for the rest of the year are to stick with the select choir and
try getting sports, get better grades than last year.
Be more athletic and just keep on playing sports like I normally have.
From adjusting to tougher classes to making new friends to setting goals for the year, it's clear our freshmen are already making their mark on a high school experience. Reporting from Fort Gibson High School, I'm Devin with TigerVision News.
I remember back when I was a freshman.
That was like last year.
Yeah, well, I've changed a lot since then. I'm Payton.
And I'm Rebekah. Have a great homecoming week and make sure you dress up. See you next time.